LionsPTLV.com, 702-476-0222.
Running a business gets more complicated every year, so you need a trusted advisor in your corner, especially when it comes to your workers' comp program. Pro Group Management has been helping Nevada's self-insured businesses for over 20 years. Whether your business is retail, trucking, building, agriculture, or auto, our team has the expertise to make sure your coverage meets your needs. And at a price that fits your budget. Our award-winning team keeps track of all the important regulatory issues that impact your business. We help with safety, compliance, and inspections, because that's what you should expect from a trusted business partner. Find out how to have Pro Group Management work for you. Visit our website at pgmnv.com to receive a free cost savings analysis now. That's pgmnv.com, or call our Las Vegas office at 702-740-4380. Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
The trade deadline is approaching fast, and there's no better time for you to trade up your vehicle as well during the Finley Acura trade-up sales event in the Valley Auto Mall. Right now, save thousands on the all-new and pre-owned vehicles like the all-new RDX, MDX, TLX, and ILX. Plus, save up to $8,000 on the RLX and have your choice of $500 towards your first-year registration or 3 years of free maintenance. Finley Acura has access to the largest pre-owned inventory in all of Nevada, so don't delay. Trade up today at Finley Acura in the Valley Auto Mall and visit us at finleyacura.com.
Vegas happens at the iconic Las Vegas Country Club, established in 1967. If the trees on our course and the walls of our clubhouse could talk, they'd tell you stories about PGA Tour and LPGA Tour champions, the biggest business deals in Las Vegas history, and how for 6 decades, this special place has been the social hub of Las Vegas. We're now accepting new individual and corporate members. Visit LasVegasCC.com or call 734-1122 and become part of our story today. The tradition continues.
Everyone knows that even good people fall on hard times. Your credit cards get maxed out, and you get behind on your taxes. Unfortunately, the IRS is not as understanding, and they won't stop until they collect. They have the power to take your paycheck, freeze your bank accounts. Even your home or business could be at risk. It's simply not worth it to take on the IRS by yourself. You need to call the experts at Optima Tax Relief. When you call, be sure to ask about the Fresh Start Initiative. It's a special IRS tax debt assistance program that could save you thousands, even tens of thousands. Optima will immediately provide you with a team of professionals who could protect you from the IRS, ensuring that you get the best possible outcome. The Better Business Bureau has awarded them an A+ rating, and you will too. So put the hard times behind you and call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
This morning you're up early because you're at the DMV. So many people, it takes so much time. Do you have the right form? Are you in the right line? Your number E42, right after C23. It's just confusing when your morning is hell. Just go to Taco Bell.
And let us make you breakfast like Taco Bell's Dollar Grilled Breakfast Burrito. All your favorites like eggs and bacon wrapped up in a grilled tortilla. At participating stores during breakfast hours. Prices may vary. Tax extra.
Join 80,000 fans at the USA Sevens Rugby Tournament and International Beer and Food Festival at Sam Boyd Stadium, March 1st through the 3rd. Go to LVSportsNetwork.com and register to win VIP tickets that include VIP parking and complimentary food and beverage. Contest ends February 26th.
Hello, friends. This is Thomas Johnson from Joe's Seafood Prime Steak and Stone Crab. Need a great idea for lunch or dinner? Your best bet is Joe's, one of the most popular dining destinations on the Strip. Joe's provides the ideal setting for private parties with accommodations for up to 150 guests. Stop by to see us at the Forum Shops at Caesars and ask for Thomas Johnson, your maitre d'.
Hey, it's the Tuesday edition of the Las Vegas Sportsline. It's brought to you by Superbook USA at the Westgate and other locations throughout the country. Marco DAngelo is here. Harry Platinum at the controls. I'm Dave Cokin. Thanks to Jeff Sherman for joining us the first portion of the show. Joe's brings you our angle of the day every day. Joe's, located at the Forum Shops at Caesars Palace, an amazing restaurant. If you've never tried it out, don't put this on the bucket list, which you never do the bucket list until it's just go, all right? Go and have a great meal. 702-792-9222. And Ralph Michaels does the research for our Joe's Angle of the Day. Marco, what did he come up with?
Well, this is another one of those two-way ones. We've got Alabama in their last 10 games. They're 2 overs and 8 unders.
Yeah.
including 6 straight unders their last 6 road games. Add that to Texas A&M, who has 3 overs and 9 unders at home. That means we're heading under the total of 143.5 tonight. That's the Joes angle of the day.
And Alabama off kind of a clunker last time out, so you would think that they'll bring it on the defensive end because Avery Johnson is a coach who stresses defense first, so that kind of plays into that.
Do you think they get intimidated whenever he yells at them with that voice of his?
Yeah, not one of the scarier voices of all time.
No.
But he knows his basketball, and I still think he's better in the NBA in terms of style. But, look, Alabama's still got, they got a big game tonight at Texas A&M. We'll see what happens with that one. Other games of note tonight, rivalry time in in Bloomington, because this game will be at Indiana. Purdue and Indiana, round 2. And it's a rivalry. And you'll often see sharper money come in on the dog in these because it is a rivalry. Not the case in this game. Indiana's just not impressing anybody right now.
Boy, this is such a storied program that has just been in the clunker for several years now.
Yeah.
And this year, this might be the bottom of the barrel for the Indiana program. They're just 1-10 straight up, 2-9 against the spread their last 11 games.
That's really something, isn't it?
You can't believe it for this team. Offensively, Indiana's a train wreck. They've been held to 39% or less shooting in 6 of their last 7 games. After rolling off 8 straight wins, Vegas has started to catch up to this Purdue team now. They are moving the lines on Purdue. They're giving them some respect, and now all of a sudden they're 1-3 against the spread the last 4. And look, that's what happens. They make the adjustments.
They've also had a couple of tough opponents. Look, the Penn State was really fired up for that game on Sunday because they thought they got not they thought. They did get robbed.
Absolutely.
In the first game, just because they got beat by the officials and should have beaten Purdue in the first game. And Penn State really gave Purdue a battle on Sunday or Saturday, I guess it was. I was impressed by that. So I don't know. I'm not going to penalize the Boilermakers for that effort. In fact, they found a way to win the game by 12.
Well, here's the problem I have with this game. Purdue was only an 8.5-point home favorite when they played earlier in the season. Now you've got them laying 6 on the road.
It's gone up a couple of points.
Yeah, you talk about adjustment. I mean, this might be a little bit too much of an adjustment, but do you really trust Indiana?
I don't. I mean, it's one of those games where I go back to that old thing of, I think the dog might be live for a half. Because, look, Indiana's going to come out with guns blazing in this game. This is at this point.
This is their season.
This is their season. This is
absolutely.
There's another game tonight, Vanderbilt and Tennessee, same thing. The team has no chance to go anything else, to go anywhere. They're not going to make a tournament. So the game they're going to focus on, Vandy, is this Tennessee game tonight. And for Indiana, at home, especially against Purdue, this is their tournament game. The problem is, can you trust them for 40 minutes? I might give them a play for 20, but that's about as far as I want to go.
I could buy that do the first half wager. And the other thing with Indiana, they're 2-9 against the spread following the loss this season. I can't lay this number on the road, Dave, but I don't trust Indiana. So I'm officially a pass, but I would buy into your first half suggestion.
We have a rarity tonight, and it's in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. And I think that, I got to tell you, I don't think you'll do worse than 1-1 and maybe get them both going against Quinnipiac and Siena. They played one of the craziest games you'll ever see on Sunday. Okay, it wasn't even a Saturday game. It was a Sunday game. Triple overtime. You got one guy scores 51 on one side. The other team has a 45-point. I mean, it was insane. And they've got to come back on short rest, and they're both at home tonight. I think if you play against both, if you take the 2 road teams, Iona and St. Pete's, I think you get at least 1. Now, the bettors obviously feel the same way because look what happened in the Iona-Quinnipiac line. This opened Quinny 2 or even 2.5, and it wasn't big money because those were early numbers and they're low limits, but it was like snap of the fingers. Iona's the favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, and the other game also went down a half point, even though St. Peter's, they suck. But, they do.
They do.
But the fact is, there's nobody very good in the MAC this year, in the MAAC. And I think you make a good case for the two dogs, the two road teams here.
I agree with half of it. I think I look at the 3 overtimes and what I'm doing with it. I think the team that won the game carries the momentum, and that's Quinnipiac. Siena, I think they're the one that's going to have the harder time picking themselves off the mat. So I'm going to go one home team, one road team. Maybe I get a split too, or I go 2-0 or go 0-2.
The other thing I liked on the Iona, though, first meeting, 1 point Quinnipiac win at Iona.
They do have the revenge.
Yeah.
They do have the revenge angle going there. Here's one thing though with Iona. I'll go back with you here. They're just 5-15 against the spread off a win by 10 points or more.
Not been a great year for that team.
No.
I tell you this, it's been a dog conference all year long, and there's a reason for that. There are no good teams in the MAAC, and I don't mean that to be snide because this is a league that has had some good top of the conference entries over the years. This is one of those years where they don't have a single team, in my opinion, that's in the top 200. Ryder might be the best team in the league, and they're nothing special. And if you look at the Ken Palm conference ratings, the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference has never been this bad. It's the worst I've ever seen. His conference rankings go all the way back to 2002, and they've never been this low. They're like ahead of 3 leagues this year, and they're 3, the SWAC and MEAC and those. This is a bad MAAC this year.
It's not been pretty basketball, that's for sure. But that had to be entertaining to watch the 3 overtimes.
Oh, I'll bet it was.
And especially that those teams don't score a lot of points. I mean, they got, 107 to 100? It'll be interesting tonight.
By the way, watch out come tournament time for Manhattan. They're improving. I had a nice play on them on Sunday. I lost my other play. I had Loyola, and they just good. Missouri State just shot the lights out against them. But Manhattan wire to wire, and they've got some freshmen on that team. They were like the youngest team in the country at the start of the season, or among the youngest. And now those freshmen are starting to mature, and I think Manhattan's going to be a real tough out in the MAAC come conference tournament time.
Dave, those are the type of teams that you want to find that were under the radar all season because they had such a poor start, because they were bringing they had nobody to bring back.
Yep.
Those are the teams that you get value and take advantage of them, and that's a team that you might want to take a flyer. I know they put up for the tournaments the teams to win the conference. Will they do that on that's the smaller one too?
Oh yeah, I think so.
So that would be one where you could find some value for sure.
Could very well be, especially if Ryder goes in as the favorite because they are completely beatable, in my opinion. Let's see. Do I want anything else? No. Oh, now we'll save the baseball opinions for later on.
Okay.
It's early. We talked a little bit about it earlier in the show, and I haven't made any bets yet, so I'm not going to. Have you made any bets yet?
I have not made any bets yet. This is a spot where I'm looking to see where everybody lands. Obviously, we had one of them land today with Machado. I want to see where Harper lands. I mean, if he goes to Philadelphia, as you think that's where he's going to land?
Well, that's where I mean, I don't know. I don't have any information on it. I don't know Bryce, but that's the consensus.
That changed. Philadelphia was a team that until the final 3 weeks of the season last year, they were right there. With Atlanta battling, and then
fell apart. They ended up under 500.
Yeah, they fell bad. I mean, they were an absolute go against those last 2 weeks of the season. They quit, but this is a team that, if they get a veteran player like that and they get they get some pitching, this is a team that can make some noise.
UNLV Wyoming's the marquee matchup tonight. We'll talk a little about the game and a little about the coaching as well when we come back.
The Las Vegas Sports Line.
At Discover, we believe anniversaries should be a time of celebration, not obligation. That's why we think annual fees are ridiculous. And now, just for giving us a try, we're going to give new card members a 1-year anniversary gift they'll never forget. At the end of your first year, we'll match all the cash back you've earned dollar for dollar. No caps and no catches, because we know if you try us, you'll like us. And that's worth every penny. Try it and believe it at discover.com/match. Cashback match offer only for new card members. Limitations apply.
Dave Cokin with John Lyons from Lyons Physical Therapy. So give me a rundown on maybe a typical treatment at LPT.
Sure, Dave. On an initial consult, we'll sit down with the patient for at least 10 or 15 minutes, get a history of their injury or their condition, Then we'll move into an assessment where we put our hands on the patient, take them through a few special tests to identify what the pain source